Welcome to the Campus Edge, a production of Butler Community College.
Produced by students and for everyone, students included.
It's a new semester for the Campus Edge with a few new faces and your old favorites.
Just like a comfortable blanket, we warm the hearts of Butler.
It's another award-winning episode of the Campus Edge.
To start the semester off, we're going to be sticking close to home.
The 5,000 building in Andover has been under renovation for a number of months.
Painting, installing cables, moving offices, and we're even renumbering the classrooms.
It's an extensive project, and Terry Exantus had an opportunity to talk with Ireland Turner, Facilities Management Assistant Director, to get more information.
Hello, my name is Terry Exantus, and this is the 1500 building for Butler Community College. Now, what is this building and its purposes? We're going to find out here, right now. So let's get right on inside.
My name is Ireland Turner. I'm the Assistant Director of Facilities Management here at Butler Community College. We actually provide the service for all the campuses here. So this building is the 5,000 building. It is our largest building here in Andover. It houses a lot of the general ed classes, manufacturing tech. Benefits of this building is the location here in Andover. We hold quite a few of concurrent classes with the Andover schools, and its proximity to Wichita, Kansas. It gives the opportunity to other students to come and experience Butler. This building should be completed in the fall of 2020. We're in phase 2 at this time. It should be completed by middle of May. Phase 3 should be completed by mid-fall. Well, at this time where we have a lot of general ed classes, we have manufacturing technology here. We actually have some science labs, so pretty much about anything that's offered in any of the other buildings here in Andover is offered here.
So this was Butler Community College's 1500 building. You learned about the purposes, you learned about what the building is all about. Let's go ahead and see what else they got in store for us next time.
That complex is going to be great once the work is done.
Just another way Butler serves our communities.
Talking about communities, I think you recently had an encounter with our art community.
Butler has a well-deserved reputation for sponsoring some great artists, both visual and performing.
And in this next story, you got to combine both into one great experience.
Artist Anthony Marshall visited the E.B. White Art Gallery on the El Dorado campus. His gallery talk was about the process behind his exhibit, Building Utopia.
I really enjoyed discovering an artist's creative process. Let's take a look.
What is art? It's a process, according to Anthony Marshall, who brought his Building Utopia exhibition to the E.B. White Art Gallery at Butler Community College.
So this month at the gallery, we are exhibiting the artwork of Anthony Marshall, who is an artist out of Wichita. And as you can see from looking around, he works in a variety of media, everything from oil paintings to charcoal drawings to works with graphite, wearable pieces, sculpture, and kind of everything in between. So we have a reception with each show. The reception for this particular exhibition is going to be on Thursday, January 30th from 6 to 8. He actually is also doing a gallery talk at 3 o'clock that day in the space. So if you had any questions about his ideas or his process or materials, it's a great time to come and just ask him questions. He's going to give a little bit more background on the work itself too during that time.
This is the exhibition, Building Utopia, a studio process exhibition, and it's essentially looking at how the studio process operates to manufacture finalized objects, not finalized objects, even failed objects. A lot of it falls down a 7-year trek of manufacturing a mythology, in my mind, a grand story that creates the framework for not only the visual aspects of the art, but also the content of the art, including characters, buildings, interactions, even policies, clear up to world building. The world building really kind of happens when I find a new material that I'm really curious about and I want to know more about, and then I start inserting the content to discover the best way to really interpret that particular material. So it's a give and take back and forth. The Aovinian Utopia is essentially a utopia processing around the social construct of equivalent exchange. All things are finite. If one has one, another has none.
We are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we also say by appointment because I know that sort of cuts out people who have jobs from 9 to 5 during the week. So on all of the publicity material is my email. So if anyone is ever interested in viewing the space on a weekend, they can just get in touch and we can arrange for that to happen. It's also open during theater, vocal, instrumental music performances too. It is free, totally free for students and for the public, so we just encourage you to get out and see the work.
Does this come in my size? For BCTV, I'm Deanna Bonn. We have more great stories from the greater Butler County Metropolitan Complex right after these important messages. Remember, we're just getting started here on the Campus Edge.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Hi, I'm your host, Smokey Cole Bear, filling in for Smokey because after 75 years of...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Turns out there's much more to say. Nearly 90% of wildfires are caused by us humans being careless, dumping our used barbecue coals willy-nilly. Guess the song was wrong. We did start the fire. That's why I respect Mother Nature and her trees, whether coniferous or new car scented. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Deanna, how do you spend your free time?
What's free time? Remember, I'm a college student with a daughter and plenty of jobs, including this one.
Pretend you get free time. What would you do?
One of my favorite pastimes is watching movies.
Me too. I enjoy digital streaming at home, but nothing beats watching a movie in a real movie theater.
Movie theater popcorn is so much better than microwave.
Wichita has 2 traditional movie providers, AMC and Regal. Kameron Bus asked students to join to choose their favorite.
Hi, my name is Kameron Bus, reporting for the Campus Edge. You know, everyone loves movies. Who doesn't like movies nowadays? Being it's 2020, it's a brand new decade. We got a whole bunch of new movies coming out this year alone, and a whole new decade full of amazing cinematic experiences. There's just one problem. Where am I going to experience these cinematic experiences, right? Movie theaters are very important to watching a movie because you can't just go somewhere and just watch a movie. It's all about being immersed. It's all about being comfortable. It's all about enjoying yourself while watching the movie. Here in Kansas, there are 2 major movie theater branches. There is the AMC and the Regal and the Warren or whatever. So the question I'm asking today is, which one is better, AMC or Regal? To answer that question, I've asked 3 people their personal experiences about it. I will be giving my opinions as well at the AMC and at the Warren East 20. Let's get right into it. Our first stop begins here at the Warren East 20 here on 13th Street here in good old Wichita, Kansas. This is where I mostly go to see my movies. It's very close to where, not really close, but it's close enough to where I live. The Warren East 20 defines class. Let's just take a look at it. This is what a cinematic experience should be like. You go in there, you see all the bright lights when it's nighttime. The lights are flashing, you hear the movie music playing outside and everything. It's fantastic. The movies themselves sound and look pretty good. There's a multitude of theaters in there. And don't forget about the Warren 21, which is people ages 21 and over can enjoy alcohol and food being served to them while they're eating them. Of course, me not being 21, I have no idea what that's really like. Their prices for movie tickets are around $10 to $12, sometimes more depending on what theater you're going to and what the movie may be. But they're never really too expensive, so you still have a good amount of money on a ticket and to splurge out on food.
Personally, I like AMC. I just find their seats are a lot more comfortable. The Warren's kind of cool because it's got that big theater, or at least the Warren East, because it's got that big theater in the center. AMC's got that cool, like, Sony Cinemax or whatever thing going on, so it's pretty awesome. I hate how they both charge ridiculous amounts for concessions. AMC's really easy to sneak candy and stuff into, and so is the Warren.
Drive down to AMC to experience it, because one time I went up to Kansas City, went over here in the Wichita area, and AMC did me very well. AMC right now is becoming my new favorite theater to watch movies, because they have different types of theaters. They have nice recliner chairs. Even if you pay for the extra stuff, you even get like the massage chairs at 1.2. So I would say AMC is right now becoming my new favorite theater.
What can I say about the AMC other than it's pretty good? As we explored in the Warren, they are a little more cheaper. AMC charges around $15 per ticket. Despite the overpriced stuff in there, I would say that everything else is actually pretty good.
Alright, so growing up, I would go to Regal a lot, but now that I moved out here, I go to AMC. I do that $20 movie thing, 3 movies a week. I go there all the time just to watch movies. So definitely AMC now, but growing up, it was definitely Regal, just because it was the IMAX theater, only one where I could really get into it. So yeah, that's about it.
It seems that a lot of people have their own opinions on Warren and AMC. So the thing that really boils down is it's down to your own personal preference. There is great cons to the Warren. There is amazing pros to the Warren too. There are some cons by AMC, but there's great pros to the AMC as well. It's all about your own preference. But if you really don't know where you want to go, there's always the Mitchell Theater here in El Dorado. You could go there, but that's just up to you. But for now, I'm Kameron, and this is the Campus Edge.
In our final section of the show, we explore the scope of Butler Community College's Fine Arts and Communications activities. The tradition continues after this spot break.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute. You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Deanna, have you ever thought of singing in public?
You mean outside of the shower?
Yeah.
Sometimes. I think a vocal musical ensemble would be fun.
Kyle Flickinger met some of the vocal music and dance faculty to learn about our performing groups, especially the headliners.
Instrumental and vocal music combined with dance moves? Butler certainly puts on a great show.
Hello, I'm Kyle Flickinger, reporting for Campus Edge. Today we're going to be looking at the Butler Vocal Music Department, what kind of music they perform, and how to get a scholarship at Butler Community College.
This is my 3rd year at Butler. I direct the Chamber Singers, which is a group of between 33 and 40 singers, traditional choral music, masterworks, some Renaissance music, and I assist with the Butler headliners, the show choir. I think one of our strengths is the diversity of the music. We have pop a cappella music with beatboxing. We have barbershop and Sweet Adeline quartets. We have fully choreographed show choir. And we have a large concert choir, and then we have a chamber ensemble. So I think the diversity, I think also the incredible scholarship opportunities are a real plus to coming here. And we have small class sizes, and the scholarships just make college incredibly affordable. We cover books and tuition, and just a lot of really personal one-on-one contact with instructors. So lots of good things.
We talked to Valerie LaPole-Mack to see what kind of jobs you can get out there in the real world after you're done at Butler.
The alums that are still continue in music, we have lots, and some of it's indirectly, but we have, I think this is a fun statistic, but at Disney World, we've, in the past 10 years, Prince Charming, the head Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Cinderella, Tinkerbell, I could go on and on. There's like 25 characters that all are Butler Vocal Music alums. Many of them were in headliners, and they just ended up. We have students that have performed at Carnegie Hall. We have students that have dance studios, really successful dance studios out in Western Kansas. We have a lot of alums that are teaching. We have alums that are performing, just church choir directors, community choir. So that's a really fun statistic, how successful they are. We have an alum that just wrote a book. She's a performer down at Epcot and Universal Studios down in Florida, and she wrote a book, and she said, Smack, everything in the book is exactly what I learned. I just took everything you said and I wrote it down, and it's a successful book. And I'm thinking, I should get a cut of some of that, but it's okay. The group that I direct and work most closely with is Headliners, but I'm very proud. I'm the vocal music chair, and so I know all the kids. I'm super, super proud of our chamber singers group and of our a cappella group, and our concert choir is like second to none. We have a 100-voice concert choir, and then I also work directly with the Smorgascords Barbershop Quartet and the Notables Quartet, and they do a lot of performing around town and around the Midwest, actually.
Butler has a tremendous scholarship program, so anyone can afford to become a Butler Grizzly.
We do scholarship days February 6th and 7th. We usually do it the first or second weekend of February, and people come in with a song, and we'll have them sing like the national anthem, do some ear training, sight reading, and then we get all those people together that have scholarships, and then the faculty decides, like, okay, we need a tenor in this group, we need someone that dances in that, so we just separate the students at that point.
So whether you're into pop music, classical choral music, or show choir tunes, there's something for everyone here at Butler. Come check out the choirs at work at their next show and see for yourself why it pays to be in our vocal music program here at Butler Community College. This is Kyle Flickinger reporting for Campus Edge.
Hayden, did you know Butler has a locally run radio station?
Yes, I did. In fact, I've got a music show, and I'm a regular on a talk show on KBTL The Grizz, all after just 3 weeks on campus.
I'm also on the radio with Elder Radio and podcasts.
We have a great team, especially our new program director, Bryce Hirayama.
Campus Edge executive producer Austin Ashcraft and his team interviewed Bryce to find out all the new programs at 88.1 The Grizz and what goes into running an award-winning radio station.
The radio station here is a student-accessible workplace where we all get together. We do radio, even if you're in sports media or something like that, sports media, broadcast games, radio. We do from talk shows, we do music shows, podcasts, all this. So we all just work together to create some content for the radio station. I'm really excited. I'm now the program manager for my last semester here at Butler. I'm really, really excited about it. I plan on implementing a lot of fun, creative things, being really active here. I really want to get forward to like the responsibilities a lot. I get to take on, like have to, oversee a lot of people, but a lot of people have been here and done that, which makes my job a little bit easier, but I also get to know everyone pretty well, get to see what everyone's interested in, see what we can put out there that everyone to enjoy. I have my first semester here, I was a freshman, I worked on The Cave with Owen Burke and Tyler Godwin. That got me interested in doing this, and then eventually the next semester I just carried on with the radio class, and then this last year I had my own show this semester called Bases Loaded, and then Ashe Sanchez, who was the program director last semester, passed it down to me, so I've just been slowly working my way up, but now I went from literally knowing nothing about radio to still kind of knowing nothing about radio, but more importantly just still learning as we go and just keeping it going. My show is a 2-hour sports talk show from 4 to 6 on Thursdays called Bases Loaded. Bring on a bevy of different people from different mindsets and everything like that, and try to get things going, try to do a different talk show than anyone else really does here on campus. My plan is to make sure everything runs smoothly, of course, first and foremost, but to get more original content out. We have a lot of time here on our 88.1 The Grizz where we play like a lot of good music. I love listening to the Eagles and the Beatles all the time, but after some point, you want to have more original content going on. So my goal this semester is to add a lot of different podcasts that come from many different backgrounds. I really want to get everything under the sun of podcasts. If everyone do you want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons? Do you want to talk about NFL for free agency and everything in between that? Like, I'm really down for whatever, and I really want to make sure a lot of original content comes out of this, and everyone has a voice, and everyone has everything to listen to.
And that brings us to the end of our first show for Spring 2020.
I'm sad it's over, but excited about upcoming shows.
We have talented students in the program, and with this lineup, we've got a great semester ahead of us.
And if you want to see this episode again, tune in weekdays on BCTV Channel 20.
Or you can check them all out on our YouTube channel, Butler Student Media.
This has been The Campus Edge.